Hey, I clicked the button and we're live. What's up, guys? Ryan with Jedha Patrol. We're back. It is currently 9:07 p.m. Eastern, 29th of September, and we survived the hurricane so far. So there's that. We'll talk more about that in just a second. However, I have this guy. Actually, he's over there. That guy. He's here. He's on another side of the planet, and where he gets everything faster than me.
I'm not sure if that's true. Your in-art Superman video went up before mine did.
Technicalities. That's all I can tell you. Technicalities. In-art Superman. Yeah. Yeah. Well, here's the funny thing. I'll tell you about it. So I just did a YouTube short, and I don't do many of them, but I figured I
saw that. The eye swapping. I love that.
Did the eye swap, right? Yeah. And so I was like, I wanted to post like in one of the troll comments or whatever. I'm like, I wanted to put like, I swapped the eyes 6 months before you get your figure. Like that's what I wanted to say as a troll comment.
You damn. I don't know about that one, right?
But there's just a lot of trolls going on right now, and I appreciate a good troll, and that's fine. But I have the ability to troll back. That's all I'm saying.
Fair. I'm not allowed to troll back. I found whenever I try it, I get in trouble, so I'm not allowed to troll back. But that's fine. Let me just say that I hope that everyone who's waiting for Batman finally gets their freaking Batman. I've heard that more batches are happening. So, yeah. I've seen the comments. A lot of people on my Superman video, they're like, "Why have you got Superman? My Batman's still not ready." Yeah. Once you get it, you're gonna love it. But I hope it's quick. Like,
and 100%. And I agree with those people that don't have their Batman yet because you ought to flip and have them.
Absolutely.
There's just I can't think of any reason why you wouldn't have them. But I will tell you, the people you're getting them from your resellers, whoever they are, generally it's not their fault. It's just distribution.
Yeah, well, yeah, they're not making them, I guess. So it's the batch peoples themselves. Yeah. So
whoever's in charge of that.
Please get them out for people.
Now, I did say this in regard to InArt. And I said this in the Aragorn video. What the hell did I read? Oh, Superman. This Superman. I said that whoever at InArt is in charge of the damn wrist packs. Whoever is in charge of that has never, ever changed a hand on one of their figures. Ever. Like, had no experience.
The magnets could work really well if the reason that they don't work well is, number one, the strength of them. But number two, when they were doing magnets, the little ridge, and I understand why the ridge is there for extra security, but if the magnets were really strong, then you wouldn't necessarily need the ridge. Now they've ditched the magnets because people were complaining that for manufacturing as well, the magnets kept coming out of the hands or whatever. So they're like, you know what? We'll scrap the magnets. Now they've got a huge ridge around the wrist peg, which is very secure, but you need to do the number one thing that I hate doing.
Yep.
Grab a hairdryer.
Yep.
Whenever I have to go and find the freaking hairdryer to switch out hands, very frustrating. So Toys also guilty of this. Their hands are the most rigid, solid things on the planet.
Yeah. I think they make their hands out of concrete.
Yes, they do. And then at least I've never broken a So Toys wrist peg, but I've been damn close, I swear. Thrawn? I broke all three. For the right-hand side, I kept switching them. I broke 3 wrist pegs.
That's not good. Mine's still over there in the box. I got to review it.
So the hand is just on there with blue tack.
You think the blue dye has weakened it, or are you just super strong?
I'm worried about Avatar. I haven't opened them yet, but that is a lot of blue plastic. So yeah,
it could be. It could be a chemistry thing.
It could be. They had a lot of issues with their first Avatar. So,
well, I will not be getting Avatar. I didn't even go see the last film. I had no interest in it, but none.
It's worth watching. It's pretty much the same thing as the first film, but just in a different place.
Oh, well, there you go. What's up, chat? We'll say hello. Everybody's here. Hope you guys are doing well. If anybody is in North Carolina, where I happen to be, and you've been affected by the hurricane, please stay safe. It is a freaking mess. Justin, there is a town, or I guess called a city here in North Carolina called Asheville, and it's in the mountains ish. And literally, all of the roads around it are all washed out. All the bridges are out. There is no power, no cell service, no like nothing. It is a freaking island. And it's like
That's
Wakanda.
horrible.
You ain't getting in.
Is a hurricane? I know we don't have them here.
It'd be a
goodness, but is
typhoon
it?
for you.
Oh, so it's like rain, wind, the whole situation.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, there are typhoons in the southern hemisphere and hurricanes in the northern hemisphere. That's how I remember it. But yeah, so
okay.
Yeah, big mess. And so flooding and bridges knocked out. It's a big thing. So hope everybody's safe from that. We lost power a good bit for the past 3 days, and it's been on, off, mostly off, and finally it's on, and here we are. So, anyways, so don't drive in hurricanes. That's bad. Flooding and
no, don't do that. Is that coming from personal experience or?
Yeah. Well, I've been in some crazy things. But yeah, we're just talking about the Superman, which I happen to have here. And I
do not. Mine's upstairs.
Look, mine's right here.
That's a sick pose, but I think he does need a head.
Oh yeah. Here we go. Head on him. My bad. I put a head here. He'll just. I won't probably get on all the way, so it'll annoy people and have a really long neck. No, I'll put it there. I guess I will. You got to. They have these weird little things, and
the heat vision head for me is really, really secure on that neck connector, but the other head is a little bit easy to switch up and down.
Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna change, even though I've changed the eyes out, but whatever. Anyways, just gonna sit there for a second. So, what do you think about the number one? The cape is amazing, both of them.
Yes, love them.
So, Hot Toys, take notes. But I had an issue with mine. And this is not a physical issue, but there was a pose I wanted to do this pose, right? Yes. And I wanted it in a way where I had him oriented a certain way. And the problem I got, whenever you guys get your Superman in 2026, you'll know what I mean. The back of the figure has a hole in the back. Yeah, and it's a hexagon, right?
Yes.
So it's a hexagon.
Right. So you couldn't get an even.
I couldn't get the angle. Like it just looked. And if you do a torso twist on it, the hexagon moves.
Yes.
So I was running into issues. So I said, screw that. So I went and designed me a part and without a hexagon.
Oh yeah, cool. Yep.
And it's just round, and then I don't have to worry about that no more.
Now you can just rotate it whenever. Yeah, that's cool.
Rotate it, whatever. And if I want, stick this on a Hot Toys flight pole.
Yes, and then you can get the angle. You know, they could also include it still can be clear, one with a right angle top, and then it can connect from the top. That I would have liked to have seen that, so we can have horizontal flight poses as well. And it still could have been clear; you wouldn't have noticed it.
Yeah, exactly. I love the idea of it. I think it works. I'm a little concerned. I think this is one of those figures that whenever you settle on a pose, like it's just going to stay there, and you're not going to worry about it.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of going to leave this guy in this twisted up.
You're a braver man than I.
Let's just see what happens, man. You know,
like that screen printing is going to stick to itself. It will.
I mean, Spider-Man. It's
like even if it was a real movie costume, any kind of screen printing, it's rubbery by nature. That's surface coating. It needs to be flexible. It needs to be, so you can pose on set. So if an actor was in a pose for 6 months standing still, it too, the real suit would stick to itself. But I think I'm going to have him floating, but just feet angled down, and then arms sort of, power pose, a little bend, but not making contact with itself, so it doesn't stick and get ruined.
Yeah, I do agree. I think the screen printing is definitely going to stick to itself, no doubt about that. My concern with this particular one is the suit material is so thin,
very thin.
Like it's thin, man. I haven't had any tearage or breakages, or I haven't done anything crazy yet. But I am a little, I'm a little weary. So, but we'll see. I dig it. I like the form factor on it. I think it works. It's better than the Hot Toys one, because the Hot Toys one was just like steroided up, man. It was
Hot Toys one was huge. It was real big,
massive. But I think it's a good figure. I think I think whoever gets it's going to be happy with it. I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
But
I
I
agree.
have some figure announcements.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
So let me from Hot Toys figuring out Star Wars Hot Toys figures
Oh.
now. But so
Okay.
I know. All right, let's go here. Present, share screen. This is nobody's seen these yet, by the way.
Oh, are they
So just throwing that
Jedha
out there.
Temple exclusives? Are they real?
These are exclusives, limited to 8 pieces. And I just want to get your take on them. I can. So we got a
teal
chrome Vader. I just want to say, in the chat, is this a
not nylon? Of course, they wouldn't dare.
No, yeah. Well, nylon, yeah. Definitely not leather. Not leather.
No, not leather, not nylon. They wouldn't want to make it durable, Just,
No.
I love how they updated the sculpt for Return of the Jedi Vader.
Yeah.
That one of the hardest things to do at the last minute.
Yeah.
But one of the easiest things to do is keep the same patterns for the fabric, but just change the material. They were like, no, fuck that. We're not going to do that. That would be crazy. Can you imagine if they did make it nylon? Like, that would be the Vader. Like, everyone would want to sell their Vaders and get that one.
They fixed my number one complaint, which was the freaking wrist pegs.
Yes, that is true. They did fix that. I'm glad about that. But I just want a Vader that I can finally have in a pose permanently and not have to worry about, like, on hands on the belt boxes or holding the saber, like anything. I don't want him standing straight up and down anymore. I'm sick of that. I got too many Vaders just standing there.
That's why I don't worry about it anymore. And mine do silly things, and we got more Vaders coming. So
Oh yeah, for sure we do. Yeah, that's for sure.
So teal, if teal chrome is not your jam, what about red chrome?
Wow, I can actually see them doing something stupid like this for sure.
Or in the spirit of Cody, as we were talking about earlier, gold chrome.
Wow.
Gold chrome, but I could totally see them doing this.
They will do. Well, they've already done chrome Cos Baby Vaders, so
that's correct.
Blue chrome. I had one, I think, if I remember correctly.
I can't do the. I gave
it to my sister.
But yeah, so these guys right here. I think Hot Toys is just doing Hot Toys. I mean, and the reason I thought of this is because we got, which I know you're going to end up reviewing, is the gold Batman.
Yes.
More power to you, man. I think the Batgirl, is it Batgirl or Batwoman?
Batgirl looks good, I think.
I think the purple and the gold, I get.
Love it.
I can appreciate that.
Really like that color scheme.
Yeah. But the Batman, yeah.
Yeah. Well, Prime 1 also did it. They also did a gold. Maybe that's where Hot Toys got the idea from. They did a gold Batman Beyond from Arkham Knight as well. So I think Hot Toys saw that. They were like, you know what? It's been a while. Let's just shit out another gold figure. It might be good though. I'll give it a chance. We'll see.
I think they've got. I think what they're doing, the way they come up with this stuff, is they just got a wheel and they spin it. And they got 2. They got
one that's gold, silver. Yeah,
and then they got a character. So they spin the character and then they spin the color.
Yep, I think you're bang on. I think that's exactly what they do.
Because. I mean, I don't know. It just seems.
Maybe they got a third wheel as well. That's like anniversaries and events, and even if they're made up ones, like the 11th anniversary of Secret Base. 11th.
Right.
Who celebrates an 11th anniversary? You celebrate 10,
got the new
15, 20th.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, geez, this is funny. Oh. Wow.
All right, I'm gonna jump over to this because I think this is interesting. So I haven't talked about this at all, and I don't know if you're going to this said event, but the Wonder Fest.
Wonder Fest.
Are you headed to this event?
I was planning on it, but we went to Hong Kong for ACGHK with she's not a newborn anymore, but we went with our baby, and it was only an 8-hour flight, but it felt like my entire life.
Yeah.
She is in the stage where crawling, wanting to jump around and do everything. So for 8 hours, trying to sit there in the seat and contain the baby, impossible.
Yeah.
At one point, it was a night flight on the way there, so we were sleeping. And then there was this huge fucking thud. Oh my God. The baby had jumped out onto the floor from the bassinet, huge drop. So we were freaking out. Baby was screaming. It was a complete disaster. So on the way back, I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to use the baby seatbelt and I'm going to, strap around torso.
Yeah.
Lock, that'll fix it, right? Then no issue. Not like the flight there. No. Still jumped out, but now was hanging off the side. I think luckily I was really fast and, I grabbed it right away. But it was a disaster. So the flight to China is like, I think 12 to 13 hours, even longer. And the only flights available were day flights. So I was like, you know what? Maybe when baby's a little bit older, then we'll go. But it was impossible. So long story short, not going to Wanda Festival this year, but I did go last year.
Well, they've got some. I mean, I didn't see this coming. I'm expecting some cool stuff, but Blitzway says that they're bringing the Ghostbusters back, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yes.
So I don't really care about the boys because I don't know how many Homelander versions I need.
Do you think they're going to be using the same sculpt as is it quarter scale or third scale? The one that they're doing with Prime 1. That's also Blitzway.
That is Blitzway. Typically Prime 1's third scale. Typically, I don't know. That they've done a lot of quarter scale stuff recently, so I don't know.
Maybe they'll shrink down that sculpt. The thing is, I don't really like that sculpt.
I haven't seen one that I was just like, they freaking nailed it yet. Haven't seen
interesting, hard face to capture, I guess, in a smaller scale, any scale. That's so far.
So evidently, but so the Ghostbusters. Now, when these original set came out years ago, I didn't get them. I was like, I'm doing Star Wars, Marvel. I don't need these guys. And then I didn't get the Ecto one because it's 12 feet long.
No, that thing is so big, enormous.
Yeah. So I'm like, I like Ghostbusters. I grew up. That was my jam. I had all the proton packs. I had all that stuff. That was there. And I'm like, well, which movie are these going to come from? I don't think it's going to be Afterlife, and I don't think it's going to be Frozen. It's got to be either one or two.
One or two.
It's got to be. I think it's going to be a straight reissue. It's my thought.
Me too.
Which is going to piss a lot of people off, or make a lot of people happy. So.
Yeah, that's the tricky thing, isn't it? It's like there are so many people who want these that weren't collecting when they came out, but then people who have them are going to be pissed. But then again, they weren't, and I know people hate when we say this, but they weren't like numbered, limited, But people always get pissed when you say that. So I don't know. It's impossible to make everyone happy in this instance, but I would like Ghostbusters 2, something a little bit different, maybe.
I don't know. I think my money is on Ghostbusters 1 reissue. 2.
Yeah, me too.
That's my money because I think that's where the most cash would be for Blitzway.
Yeah.
And in the end of the day, it's about money.
Change the stands also, please. Those stands were so bad on the first ones. They were the worst stands I've ever received with any 1/6 scale figure ever.
Hold on. Worse than the Sideshow Grievous stand?
Yeah, actually, because at least the Grievous one stays in one piece. This one is 2 metal prongs that go into the thing, and then they fall off, and they bump the proton pack, and then it falls. It's just absolute disaster. It's a normal crotch grabber stand.
Yeah.
It's going to be fine.
I don't even need a stand. Just no magnets in the feet. We'll be good.
Yeah. I think caustic plastic with the magnets in the feet.
Yeah.
For somehow there's a perfect, and they're always so strong, and I've never had any issues.
Well, that's what we need. Maybe they should copy them.
Sure why it seems to be such a challenge. Like the Superman one is better than all of the previous ones, but it's still not the whole base needs to be magnetic. I said that in the review as well. I was like, the perfect solution is just the whole base is magnetic.
Well, I think I may have mentioned this previously. I don't think the base is the issue. I think
just a metal plate
magnets in the feet.
Yes,
because on Joker and Gandalf and Eric, the magnets are in the heels.
Same with Superman.
Okay, I didn't even bother to try because I've had him flying. In the heel, and that's so he just does the Michael Jackson lean. And just
1 second, I've got the postie here.
Oh yeah. So that's my thought is. So if you guys were wondering,
hi, how are you going?
2 boxes today.
They put the magnets in the heel. They put the magnets across the whole foot. much better solution. But since it's in the heel, it just does this number, and it just doesn't. It's not as effective as it could be. I'll put it that way. It could be better, and it could be worse. That's
sorry
how
about
it goes.
that. I did actually. Jedda's favorite figure of all time, Golden Batman, is here.
Oh, congratulations!
Thank you. I'm something else is here too. I'm not exactly sure. What is TMS 134?
TMS 134.
The Death Trooper. Yeah. Okay, Death Trooper is also here. The zombie one.
Yeah, I'm not getting that one.
I don't blame you.
No interest.
It might be cool though. I'll give it a chance.
I'm sure it'll be cool.
Everything
I'm sure it'll be cool. But when you get to a point where you have too much shit,
yeah, that's me now.
I mean, again, this is your business. That's how. But it ain't for me. And I'm just like, nah. I just too much stuff. But there's that. What else? Oh yeah, DeLorean.
Ooh, that one I'm interested in.
So I imagine it's going to be larger than the Hot Toys one, slightly.
Maybe.
And I if they do stainless steel panels on it, that would be kind of crazy. But can you imagine the QC issues that are going to be with that?
I don't think they will. Surely not.
Man, that's like a Cybertruck when you got a wavy panel on the side or something like that.
But Blitzway, they love diecast.
I know.
So maybe.
I don't know. I know you're probably going for this Elmo and Big Bird and whatever the Carbotix series is. I don't know. I have no idea.
Carbotix. I've never heard of Carbotix before, but I am interested in that DeLorean. I'm not keen on Back to the Future 3 from Hot Toys. I think I'll skip that one. 1 and 2 is where I draw the line. 3 is not my vibe. I know people love 3, so I apologize. But I kind of like it.
Okay, but do you really want the car?
No, I do not. 1 and 2 peak DeLorean for me. So if this turns out awesome, then I'll probably copy it because I know there are a lot of inaccuracies on the Hot Toys one. So
yeah. Well, if they did one that was it just says it doesn't say Back to the Future 2, so it's just going to be the first car. But it could be a hybrid between the beginning and the end. So they had both cars and
that would be the perfect 1/6 scale DeLorean because you're right. Just slap Mr. Fusion on it. Done.
Get wheels changed. Yeah, that would be good. But there you go. I've considered getting the Hot Toys DeLorean many times, and it's like, nah.
It's nice compact size. That's what I like about it. It's displayable. It's not like a huge the tumbler is so wide. It's very hard to display the tumbler.
Well, now Yost is going to be doing the tumbler.
It's probably going to be bigger too, so we'll have to.
He said it's going to be like 6 to 8% bigger or something like that.
Really?
Something like that.
Wow, that's going to be an absolute
with diecast.
Oh, see, it's
going to be 150 pounds.
I think the hallmark of really good engineering is making something as light as possible when it's large like that. Because when you make something so heavy and it's so big, there's so many stresses at play on the springs for the suspension, and the tires they'll buckle under the weight, like all that sort of stuff. I haven't had those issues with my Jazz Inc. cars because they've not been die-cast. But if we go more down this die-cast route, make them heavier and heavier and heavier, I personally don't see the benefit.
Not only that, the shipping is crazy.
The shipping, the box has to be bigger to accommodate something that's heavier. Otherwise, the impact of something falling, so thicker foam. Like there's just so many knock-on effects for something that I don't think for a vehicle, like if it's inside like the structure of it, I understand because the suspension or whatever you want to make it out of metal, but panels and other bits and pieces, I don't see the benefit personally. But if you do, that's awesome.
But I mean, I think that's what people are asking for. But like the tumbler had like those panels, little fins and stuff that moved around or whatever. If you got a heavy die-cast piece, you're putting stress on the hinge. It's just I don't know, man. I don't know. The '89 Batmobile is as heavy as I want anything to be.
Maximum. That's my max.
Like it's because it's this damn big and it's heavy and awkward. It's like there's just nowhere to pick it up really.
Yeah, because there's all that detail work on the side. So it's like I don't want to grab the silver stuff. So it's like you got to grab it front and back, and it's quite heavy, but it's not backbreakingly heavy yet. So I don't think more is the More die-cast is right. I still
Master
don't think my
Builder.
wife knows that.
Well,
You, sir.
we have a special guest, your wife's. She's gonna behind door number 2. Good luck with that, man. Good luck with that. I doubt she'll notice. I mean, it's not that large, honestly. I doubt she'll notice.
Is it? Is it not? I thought they were big.
It's not.
I've seen it in person, but I've forgotten now. It's been ages.
So I have I got too many flipping screens open. Where was I going to go? Oh, I was going to go over here to Inark to talk about the Nazgul. You're a Lord of the Rings. I say fan. I mean, is that true? Is it not true? I don't know.
No, it's not true at all.
I'm not.
I look. I gave it a fair look. I kind of love everything, right? So I gave it a fair shake. I've seen all of the Hobbit films. I watched them in the cinema when they came out. I didn't really connect with them. I then now watched the first, the Fellowship of the Ring. My wife and I watched it together. Didn't enjoy it enough to want to keep going with the rest of the series. So I gave it a chance. It's just not for me. It's nothing to do with the franchise itself. A lot of people love this. It's just not my vibe. This
Either.
Q1 next year, I think, is when they said this is going to be shipping. Makes sense because it's literally a black cloth.
So that was my question. I know they've had this on display somewhere, somehow. I didn't see it.
Yeah, it must be Wonder Festival.
But I'm curious, what the hell is the head? It's just a black.
Apparently,
I don't know.
Asmus didn't have a head when they did it. It was just a hollow hood with a clear piece of plastic, like at the back on the inside of the hood, like a hollow, like a concave.
So it's just like a wired hood that. Okay.
Yeah. But maybe they'll do it like Hot Toys Jawa, where it was just a black head with it could be just a black head inside of it, or I don't know. I'm curious as well. Very interested to find out how. I mean,
it's cool. I think if you're gonna get this, you got to get the horse, just because I think the horse makes it look way better.
These robes, and the hood, all of it needs to be wired. Gandalf had no wires. Aragorn had no wires. I don't know why I got the thumbs up. I'm not thumbsing up at the moment. Stupid thing.
Whoa, that's fancy.
We need wires. These robes need to have wires in them. Seriously.
Yeah, gotta have. I mean, and it looks like it does.
It looks like it does, but then again, if you use some trickery, it will also look like there's wires. Hopefully, there's no trickery. And they haven't spent 8 hours per photo futzing.
Yeah, I said in videoing this is going to look awesome in a light background, so you got that going for you.
Well, the thing is, this is a technical issue that I have. So the camera that I use, I use my phone. For those of you who don't know, I know it's a crime. I shouldn't be filming videos using my phone, but I do because I got 3 lenses and it's so easy. You can plug my external mic into it directly. However, Apple has this stupid fucking thing that's it's not local dimming. It's the opposite of local dimming. Where if it's something that the sensor deems as overly dark, it decides that needs to be a brighter part of the image, and it's at the hardware level. There's nothing you can do about it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So when I'm filming black, like outfits, like Darth Vader, for example, there'll be certain moments where it'll just boost everything and it'll blow it out for no reason. So it's very frustrating, and I'm hoping that they remove that hardware lock. I've got the new phone now, but the app that I use to film, Filmic Pro it's called, which they've actually used to film movies. So it's the real deal, I think. That has not been updated for iPhone 16 Pro. So I've got no autofocus. So I have been using it for close-ups because I can lock focus. So in Superman, the quality is absolutely insane. Fucking hell, thumbs up again. The quality is insane. I'm really happy with the clarity, but I can't focus, so I'm waiting for an update.
So I upgraded as well. I had an 11, and so I was due.
You were due,
and I don't use mine other than taking pictures of goats. That's pretty much all I do.
Well, your goat pictures are going to be a lot clearer now.
They're going to be a lot better, and I have like the they and the promo things. They're like, it has macro, and I'm like, oh yeah, shit, yeah, macro on a phone. This is gonna be distorted all to hell. I just know that. So I said, So I took a macro shot of Superman when the head sculpt came in. And I was like, yeah, there ain't no way in hell that's useful. So, like,
Yeah, the macro.
That ain't
It's
gonna
not bad for video, I will say, but for photos, it's not usable. No.
I was like, I'll use my macro lens. I got plenty of lenses and like, whatever. But I imagine and I haven't tried this, but I imagine the file sizes on a phone are significantly smaller than they are on my camera, my DSLR or my mirrorless cameras. But still,
it's about a gig a minute.
Still huge.
Yeah, it's about a gig a minute.
Yeah. That's a gig a minute. Oh,
yeah,
that ain't bad.
It's not bad. It's not bad, no. But yeah, 4K, because I film 4K 60.
Yep.
I don't film. You can film Dolby Vision now. I don't do that just because I tried it. It looks incredible on phones that can view it. Yeah. So for everyone else, it looks awful. So I'm like, nah, you know what? I won't do that to people. So I'm just filming SDR, no HDR, no Dolby Vision.
Yeah. So Hot Toys released a figure that nobody gives a damn about.
Nobody's talking about Wasp, and where is Ant-Man?
I mean, I forgot this was even a thing. I didn't even make it all the way through this movie. That's how bad this movie was. I didn't even make it.
I was forced to. I went to the Disney premiere here in Melbourne, so I couldn't quite walk out of it.
If I being respectful, I understand, but at home, it finally showed up on Disney Plus or something.
It was bad. I did not enjoy it at all.
Nah, I said no, and then they gave her the worst possible haircut ever in this film.
Yes, it is.
And then so it looks even worse on plastic sculpt.
I do like the vibrant yellow for the outfit, though. That is one thing.
The suit's cool. Yeah, the suit's cool, but the hair is just like.
And those eyes don't move, do they?
I didn't care enough to look into that.
That was in the weird, awkward phase when some were getting them and some weren't. Like Jane Foster has them, but Thor doesn't, and Gore does, but Valkyrie doesn't, and Kang does, but
and Valkyrie
doesn't.
Needed it.
Yeah, Valkyrie desperately needed moving eyes. That head sculpt is a travesty just because of the eyes alone. What a disaster.
Yeah, I agree. They got these other things going on here. We had this is the one I want to talk about, which was Dr. Doom. Not the old Batman. Huh? Yeah.
I love that they found a way to reuse the Batman Returns base before Batman Returns is even out yet. Very clever.
This is brilliant. Hot Toys.
You like it?
It's brilliant.
I'm not sure about it, honestly, because what are we doing with the comic figures? Are we doing Hono or are we doing Hot Toys? Or are we flip flopping? Because now are they going to do?
Hono's going to announce one that's $100 cheaper next week.
That's what I'm saying. Are they going to do that? Like, what's the go? Because they did that with Iron Man. We got comic Iron Man in the bright colors, and then now we've got another one. So are they going to do that with Doom in bright colors and even more comic booky?
And the Hono one looks better.
I agree.
On the Iron Man.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. That's a good point, man. I don't know. I've enjoyed the Hono figures so far.
Me too.
I think they're great. They don't have too many accessories.
That's what I love.
They're durable. I mean, they look the part. I have the price is right. I've had no complaints so far. The Spider-Man looks a little weird, but
we'll see. I've seen it in person. It looks better in person, but it's not like one of those things where it's like, it blows you away in person. It looks better, but it's not. The sheen of that fabric is an interesting choice.
Right. And so then we got, so what else they've got on order? They had Magneto's on order or pre-order, right?
Yes.
And they haven't put up Thor yet, I don't think, or did
I saw that one in Hong Kong. That looked that was probably one of the best that I've seen from them so far.
Yeah, so I would like to see Thor and a proper comic Cap.
Yep.
I mean, if they're just going to straight up go Avengers, comic, I'm in. I think it'd be cool. Hulk. Oh my God, I need a Hulk in the collection, man.
That'd be sick.
The only Hulk I've ever had was the Gladiator Hulk, and
that was a good one.
It was a very good one, but he had to go for room reasons. But
he takes up a fair amount of it, so I don't blame you.
It was if anybody owns that Gladiator Hulk, it's awesome. It's beautiful. But I had a Marvel Purge. He had to go. That's how it goes. But this Doom looks pretty cool. I don't know. how many people are
Is he
going to
based
just
on
wait,
anything
get an RDJ
specifically?
version? So, what was that?
Is he based on anything like any specific comic? Like in the chat, or if you know, Ryan, is he based on a specific look? Or I'm not a comic book guy,
No,
so I don't
this
know.
is just straight up classic comic Doctor Doom.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
How many people are going to put RDJ head sculpts on this? Is the question.
Well, everybody until the next version comes out with RDJ
Yeah,
in it.
agreed.
And yeah, I think it looks cool. Again, if you're only collecting comic series from Hot Toys,
Yes.
like your wallet is safe. You're good.
Oh yeah.
But if you're collecting
one
movie
every
stuff,
6 months, you're good.
yeah, I think it's gonna look good. Yeah, this is just straight up comic, which I mean, it's under the Comic Lounge. I think it's pretty cool. And I don't ever remember reading, and I haven't read every Doctor Doom title out there, but I don't ever remember Doctor Doom having a pistol. Like that's one story arc I don't remember. But clearly he does. And
I'm looking at that wired hood, and I'm hoping that it actually sits like that.
It never does.
It never does. You're right.
Those Jedi,
I've never had
Jedi robes with the wire. They're the worst.
My God, they're so difficult to work with.
But he's got a holster there, and it's cool. I can see them revisiting like Stonekeeper, Red Skull, and doing a comic Red Skull would be kind of cool. And
agreed, in the green like military outfit, probably.
Yeah. Because Anu Sideshow
Hono for sure.
Yeah, Sideshow did one was okay, but not.
He was good. Yeah,
it's all right. They can do better. All right. So while we have 10 minutes or so left, anybody in the chat's got any questions? Feel free to throw them out there. Let's talk about InArt one more time. Let's talk about the distribution of figures. Now, I just wanted to be on record and say that I would never, ever get anything from InArt had it not been for Justin allowing me to get them.
What the fuck?
Hold on, I got to get rid of this screen. You don't need that.
Oh my God. Wow. He did say that he likes to troll. He's trolling us right now.
I'm trolling, man. It's trolling. So InArt, it definitely has an issue with figure releases as the batch system's a little weird. However, for those that didn't know, those of us who have the Superman, we were told directly by InArt that we have them, those who are getting them for review, that went the same time as the first batch of figures being released. So it's not like we got them ahead of time and then everybody else gets theirs. That's not what we were told. We were told this is the first batch. Boom, you get in the first batch. That's kind of how it works. Perks of being on YouTube and doing this for years and spending way too many hours reviewing figures. So it just is what it is. So the problem, and I didn't know this. I think Justin mentioned this before he came on, is that first batch is the direct to InArt Chinese
market,
or the Asian market.
Yeah,
which for InArt makes 100% sense. That's their direct customer base, and that makes sense from a business model. I get that. I think the problem is that there are people who are not patient at all, and some are more patient than others, and it's just one of those things. For example, I have people who still don't have their InArt Batman. They have a valid complaint.
Absolutely,
you should have it by now. And nobody likes waiting on things, but we Justin and I, we have no input on this whatsoever. None. So I don't know if you want to add to that, but it's kind of crazy. But I just know that I wouldn't have anything unless Justin give me.
Fucking hell. Wow. So can I just address that thing?
You can absolutely address it since I have trolled everybody.
Okay, perfect. So I've been, over the last couple of days, has been a real roller coaster of a situation, kind of my own making, but also kind of not. We'll discuss that in a second. So I was talking to a friend of mine about Dean Knight because Dean has been doing this longer than the both of us. And I unfortunately, he wasn't able to get his hands on the Batman when that came out, and he's a DC guy. So I said to Johnny and the other people that I speak with at InArt that he absolutely deserves to get the Superman along with everyone else. And then I also said, somehow, Jedha keeps getting them. Not my recommendation, because it isn't. I haven't recommended anyone except for Dean Knight. The follow-up message to that, which was cropped out, was... hold on, let me see what I said.
Should I put it up on the screen?
Yeah, you can. I'm just look at the... I said, his work speaks for itself. No recommendation required. So, yeah, without context, it's true. I look like a right. I'm not. Am I allowed to swear on this stream?
You do whatever you want, man.
Well, I have been swearing.
We're
Without
after
context,
hours.
it's true. I look like a right cunt. But the very next message was my reasoning for what I said. Like, his work does speak for itself. The quality of his footage is clear as. Yeah, that's a screenshot. So, I mean, hopefully that clears it up. But if you still want to think that I'm a puppet master, was what people called me, you messaged me the screenshot of that.
Oh, yeah.
Let's just say that if I could control who gets what and whatever to review, in the interest of my own channel and my own business, I would make sure that I am the only one that gets anything to review. Why would I go into bat for someone else who's technically a competitor of mine? Like, yeah, we're all friends, right? But in terms of wanting to maximize views and grow your business, whatever, it would be a stupid decision for me to go into bat for anyone who's technically competing with me. So why the fuck did I do that? Like, I'm not a puppet master. I can't control who gets what. I was just... Like I said, I insisted they give him one, but they could have still told me to fuck clean off and not give him anything. In terms of Ryan, like I said, his work speaks for itself because it does. His footage is a lot fucking better looking than mine when he comes to the poses and the lighting and everything. So I'm some dickhead who shoots in a white light box, and yeah. That's it.
So thanks for clearing that up. In addition to that,
this guy says is garbage. Editing is great. I promise you that is not fucking edited. Like, it's a screenshot. I literally just forwarded it straight to Ryan. So.
Oh yeah, that's not. Yeah, yeah. It is what it is. There's.
I didn't realize. I didn't realize when we would do this, like making videos, like when I decided to start making YouTube videos, that the conspiracies would go like deep like that.
It's crazy, man.
Like,
crazy.
What the fuck?
And this isn't. Like, this is. I'll be honest with you. This whole thing. I've been working with companies for years. I mean, HBO, Netflix. I mean, Netgear. I mean, just Game of Thrones. Just all kinds of stuff for companies. And there is all. Here's how it goes down to. It boils down to. It's just jealousy on one front or the other. It's all it is. And now let me put it to you this way. On my video, on my Superman video, okay, you got anybody watching this could go read the comment section and look how many people saying they love the figure, and then you'll see how many people say they don't like the figure or it's trash or whatever their verbiage is on that. And then I get called. There was people in there said. Shill's gonna shill. That was a comment somewhere in there. Shill's gonna shill or shilling or some shit like that. And I'm sitting here going, did you make it to the end of the video where I absolutely bashed the crap out of this thing for the hand and wrist pegs and everything? I just had like a 3-minute rant on it. And then
like
it was didn't make it that part.
We try and make the videos balanced, right? Like, you complained about the wrist pegs. I complained about the screen printing sticking to itself and the base not being fully magnetic. Like, if you fully watch the whole thing, like the whole presentation, because that's what we're doing, we're presenting our thoughts on the entire thing instead of just like chopping and cherry picking parts of it, then you will see a full, in-depth, balanced video, because that's what we try and do. Like, I haven't fully praised anything for a really long time and not pointed out at least 1 or 2 or 3 things that I really don't like about it. Like, I've not done that in years. And that's because back then I was just fucking having a ball making videos on shit that I thought was dope. But now I'm trying to take this seriously and do it as like I said, my business, and review things properly. Not that I wasn't trying to do it properly back then, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Styles change.
Yeah, we're critical where we need to be. Yeah. I think.
Yeah, I agree. There's a balance, but you got to say, like it's which, and I think I said this earlier, like which side of the fence would people want us to be on? Would they want us to be on the negative side and just trash everything, or they want us to be on the I love it side? I'm in the middle, but if you're in the middle
is where we want to be.
You can't be in the middle. You can't do it.
I had a couple of comments. I forget which figure it was. So it was one of the So Toys ones, and I said that the box art wasn't fantastic because I didn't think it was, and the base mold was a copy of the old Sideshow base mold because it is. Said a couple of other things, and they were like, "Oh my god, he's going so hard on this figure for no reason. What the fuck? Like, leave him alone. Why is he doing that? He mustn't be getting figures." So Toys figures samples anymore. I still get sent samples for So Toys, and I always disclose that at the start of the videos when I do. So it hasn't affected anything. But if I feel that something is mentioned, like needs to be mentioned in a video, I'm going to do it because, like, that's the type of content that we want to make. We want to be as honest.
That's all you do.
As I think you guys deserve to hear us be.
I think it'd be way more. And let me talk to the audience for just a second here.
Yes.
The audience for a second. It would be way more enjoyable for me if all I did was make videos, post videos, and turn off the comments, and turn off Instagram, turn off Facebook, and I just never ever saw anything. If I literally turned off comments,
yes,
going forward, like, it would be so much more peaceful for me because I wouldn't feel the need to read the comments. I wouldn't feel the need to see if they're good or bad, or they liked it, didn't like this, or whatever. I just here's the content, judge it for yourself. Because the community, I say air quote, the community, the ones who are the loudest are always going to be the ones that are just negative and jerks. They're always going to be the loudest ones. But it would be way less more stress or headache or whatever term you want to call it is if I just made content and put it out there and said, okay, I'm done. It's like if you're imagining you're a chef in a kitchen and you cook the meal and you send it out and you move on to the next thing. You're done with it. It would be way more peaceful that. However, I do try to interact and not always,
it's almost like we have to read reviews on our reviews.
Oh, it's terrible, man.
No, it's almost. But anyway, I'm with you. I love interacting with anyone who wants to do that with us. Like, that's why we're here, I guess. But yes, seriously, I've seen some really fucking harsh comments recently. I'll tell you one actually that really fucking pissed me off royally. So I reviewed. I've said in a couple of videos, my mum passed away. It is what it is. So I've mentioned that. I reviewed this Beetlejuice. And the custom head sculpt that I showed, I guess this guy didn't really fucking like it. So he commented, oh, that Beetlejuice head looks like Justin's dead mum.
Ooh.
And I was like, whoa. That's too fucking far. Yeah. So, yeah, like, people forget that we're real people. Like, at the end of the day, we're not just these, like SpongeBob without the whole smooth SpongeBob sitting here just making videos and just, oh yeah, you can say shit like that. We're going to be perfectly fine with it. Absolutely fucking not. We're not going to be fine with it. Like, come on.
That's harsh. That's harsh, man.
That one really set me off.
I would not be pleased with that for sure.
No.
I mean, it's just what it is. So in the midst of all of that, when you guys are out there watching the videos and you want to leave a comment about the figure,
go for
it. Be about it. Like, it's cool. Just don't make stuff personal because we don't.
Yeah, the conspiracies. I'm just.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
Also, if you have a conspiracy, you can just message me. Like all these other YouTubers that say stuff like, oh, it's completely made up. It's like, oh, he did this and he did that. Just fucking ask me. I'll tell you.
Right.
I
Yeah,
I don't have any time to sit there fucking making shit up. Like, just I'm approachable. You can message me. It doesn't matter. I don't care about the size of my audience. I'm just a guy here making fucking videos on my phone. Like I've already said, just message me. You want to talk? It's fine. People like make these assumptions. You don't need to do that. You can ask. I'll answer the question. I promise.
I will tell you, the 6 scale community is full of people who are not very nice. And there are more and more every day. And it's crazy, man. Back when I was doing like Funko stuff years and years and years ago, like there was a couple assholes out there, but nothing like this stuff, like nothing like this. And I also in different communities and collecting watches.
Yes.
And there's a fair share in that one too, but nothing like this
It's
stuff.
different, isn't it? Yeah.
It's a different animal. And I'm just like, it's like some kind of entitlement that people feel to just, I don't get it. I don't understand it. But there are days, I think in September, I think I told friends about it. In September, I think I posted like 5 videos just because I didn't want to be part of it.
You're feeling it. It's fine.
Take a break. And just all the negativity. I just like, I'm taking a break. So
you need to. It gets overwhelming. Like,
it's crazy, man. It's crazy. So I got goats. And they talk to me when I get home, and I got dogs and chickens and all that, and we're just doing our thing. And I have videos to make, so I want to make them, but I'll make them at my pace. And if I get to it, I get to it. If I don't, I don't. That's how it's gonna work.
The one that gets me sometimes. This is only when I've been up until like 5:30 in the morning, like in Art Superman, because the first upload failed and I had to take it down and re-upload it. The one that gets me is I post in Art Superman, and the next comment's like, when is X figure review coming out? I'm like, oh my God, I've spent 8 hours filming this and then editing and uploading. And the first question is, when is the next one?
Well, that's,
oh my God, let me breathe.
That is 100% the community. Here's a Hot Toys, what they just announced, whatever, a Batman, and where's Catwoman? Like, what's next? I'm like, kid, great. Just enjoy what you got. Enjoy it.
Oh my God.
Just enjoy it for a bit.
So we'll just try and, enjoy making our content, and hopefully you guys enjoy watching it. But I'd like to say, like, the old thing, like, if you don't have anything nice to say, not about the figures, like, bitch about the figures all you like, whatever. But in terms of, like, the content itself, it's not like I can change it once it's been uploaded. It's uploaded. Maybe... if you can word it constructively, at least, that would be nice. Or appreciate the effort that's been put into the content, that would be nice. But we're clearly proud of the work that we did. That's why we're putting it out there for you all to watch. So unless you just want to try and take us down a peg, but we're not going to just disappear over that. So, you're kind of wasting your breath in the same instances we're wasting time reading the comments like that. So,
and for those of you who are nice, comment more often.
Thank you. Yes, please.
Anyways, that's our we've been going for an hour, and that's about
almost 53 minutes.
That's it. Because currently 10 p.m. Eastern, where I'm at, it's nighttime, and
it is 12 p.m. Australian. They call it Eastern here, also Australian Eastern time.
Australian Eastern. I have videos tonight. I got to finish my Harry Potter video eventually. Thrawn's over here, still in the box. I got to deal with that, and then I'm not getting the Death Trooper because I just not interested.
I'm really curious about that, actually. I've got it here now. Well, you told me what it was. I had no fucking idea. I'm really curious
about
another
Mando.
Yeah, another Mando. Oh, yeah, I'm so excited. I love Death Troopers, and it's got a bit of creepiness to it. Who doesn't love a bit of creepiness?
It will. After the zombie Deadpool, I was like, meh.
Well, that was comic-y zombie. This, I think, is going to be a bit more like, realistic zombie. We'll see.
You can put them with your Walking Dead figures, I guess, or something.
I am running out of space real bad. I might do a stream, and I'll ask you all for some help, like to reorganize, or to like, do I start retiring lines like Avengers 1? Is it time for that to retire and then be replaced with something else? Because those figures are quite dated, but then like there's a real history behind them because that was the first big Avengers movie. So I'm struggling. I don't know what to do.
I don't know what to tell you, man. Get a bigger house.
Even the Mondo stuff is now in this front office instead of in the collection room now because I didn't have room for it. So
I have a 30-foot wall. You guys can't see it.
Yes.
I have a 30-foot wall
Yeah.
of displays, and it's 9 foot tall, 30 foot long.
it's full. I guarantee you.
And it's full. And I got shit up here on the wall. Like it's back behind. Like it's just I got stuff in I had to take my 89 Batmobile, took it to work.
Yeah. I have a real problem. I can't I don't know. I can't put stuff away.
It's a thing, man. It's a thing. So I don't know. I don't know what you do, but it's one of those problems you just got to deal with. So
yeah.
Anyways,
I don't know what to do.
I'm gonna let you go make your death video thing or whatever.
My death video. It might be the death of me. We'll see.
Well, you know what I meant. Death Trooper video. I should clarify that for YouTube. Death Trooper review video.
Yes, Death Trooper.
Clarify that. Somebody will clip that, I'm sure.
I'm sure they will.
But I'm
there are various instances where I've been swearing my head off throughout this stream. They'll probably clip that and then put it together and make it seem like I'm saying, something about you or something.
Right. Yeah. Just don't talk about me, man. Get my
I won't talk. Don't worry. I won't be saying anything to anyone from now on. Like seriously, no chats with any people about anything. But even when I'm not actually saying what is being like people are being led to believe that I'm saying, it doesn't matter because it'll be cropped and clipped in a way that makes it look like it is anyway.
Yeah. The only person I talk to now is ChatGPT.
Fucking hell.
It's the only person because you got to get your daily affirmations, right?
You got to be careful because ChatGPT will screenshot it and crop it out and then share that too.
If ChatGPT goes start trolling me, we're in trouble. If ChatGPT creates a YouTube account, it starts trolling us in the Facebook groups. We're screwed. I just give up. So, anyways, we're out. Hope you guys have a good one. Stay safe out there. We'll see you next time.
See you.